Hey, well, I started thinking about some things about the pandemic, about school, just like everybody else has, and I thought I would write some things down, and I started to write a rap, but that's not really my style, so I wrote a poem, and I'm going to read it to you, all right? It's called What Makes Up a School. We started the school year steady and strong, and as December approached, it began to feel long. 2019 closed out like a charm, and 2020 promised no harm. The presidential election would bring a political divide, but the Olympics would bond us to set our differences aside. But while we were sleeping and dreaming of spring, the universe was quietly but massively shifting. It rose like an iceberg from under the sea. Its small first appearance seemed hardly to be the virus that grew and terrorized like a shock. It would change all our lives and our world would be rocked. Like dominoes falling and tumbling down, businesses started closing their doors across town. The hospitals pray that they will stay strong, and the medical staff works tirelessly long. For those heroes, it has become so difficult to bear, and nothing we do can even compare. But what hit the children hurt our hearts and our souls. It was closing the school, which had made all of us feel whole. At school, we do math, we read books and write essays. We do science and art and music and role plays. We play sports and run races, have debates and games. Our schedules are full and we know everyone's names. If our team won the big game, I can't even remember. It seems like ages ago, last September. The fact that Taco Man is essential, but not the schools, make us wonder who came up with this new set of rules. So the buildings are empty, but the mission is real. Our schools can adapt to this social distancing deal. We've embraced digital learning and virtual meetings. We've found online museums and filmed YouTube greetings. Teachers watch TikTok while teaching from home. Students fold laundry while calculating volume of a spherical dome. Much of our staff serves food every day and has transformed meals that were once served on a tray. Administration makes plans that will determine our course for the day we go back to a normal workforce. We reach out to our schoolmates as we shelter in place. We suddenly realize how much we treasure each face. We didn't know we would gain a new teacher this year, but when Dr. Fauci speaks, we lend a listening ear. We never suspected that day in March that would be our last, but the sorrow of this fact we must look past. We will miss award ceremonies, musicals, plays, proms and banquets, and most special of all, springtime graduation days. It tears at my heart to think of these things, but what glorious new days this experience could bring. We have learned the most important lessons in this pandemic fight. We learned that what's most important are the ones we hold tight. Our youngsters will advance to the next grade beyond, and teachers will seek out the missing knowledge and respond. High school graduates will find a college that's just right. Some will join the military or find a career that looks bright. Keep up the good fight. Let's flatten the curve. For everyone's health, we need to preserve. What makes up a school are not actual walls. It's the spirit of the games played with beloved footballs. What makes up a school are not books and papers. It's the adventures of kids and their youthful capers. What makes up a school are not quizzes and tests, but it's striving to reach one's personal best. What makes up a school are not desks and a pen. It's growing to become successful women and men. What makes up a school are not sets of rules for boys and girls. It's learning to solve problems to heal our world. When the sun goes down on this quarantine, we'll put away our pajamas and dress in our blue jeans. We'll go back to our schools and root for teams we adore. We'll hug one another and high five once more.